Hi, I'm Jeff.
I'm Shaleia.
And today I'm going to be interviewing my twin flame, Shaleia.
Yay!
So I've got 20 questions with me that I've formulated in preparation for this interview. And this is the second time we've done this. Previously, Shaleia interviewed me.
Mm-hmm.
And
we'll put a link in the description box if you'd like to see that interview.
So she put together some very fun, interesting, funny, lighthearted questions. And I had no idea she was going to do this. And they were just, just fun stuff. And I was expecting that she'd like go really deep and ask some deep spiritual questions and give me the opportunity to really, express my deep inner self. And that wasn't, it got a little bit of that, right? But that wasn't the aim of the interview. I had no idea what she was going to do. So in this interview, I am going to ask her some very deep, intimate spiritual questions.
Oh, God, here we go. See, you're the one that was supposed to do those questions, not me.
Well, here we go.
I keep it on the light side.
So this is gonna touch some deep aspects of your heart and soul and your mind.
I'm the TMZ interview.
What's TMZ?
Like the Hollywood schmuck interview.
Not schmuck. It was fun.
All right. It was good. It was good. Go ahead.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
What was the biggest dream of your life when you were 12? Has it come true? And if so, how did it come true?
Jeez, that long ago. 12? Gosh, well, let me think about where I was at 12. What grade would I have been in? It doesn't matter. Seventh grade, I guess, or grade 7. I'm both Canadian and American, for those of you wondering. Honestly, I think my biggest dream was to feel good.
Good.
I don't know, I didn't know. Well, okay, I take it back. It was probably to be a singer on, a world famous singer on the stage.
That was your biggest dream.
That was probably my, if you're talking about in terms of a career.
No. Your dream, your heart's dream. What does your heart desire most at age 12?
Well, I think it was that, because I was really into music at 12. Well, throughout, especially my youth, I took professional vocal lessons for 10 years, from, age 6 to 16, and I was always involved musically with something. But, at age 12, I was, just hanging out in my room a lot with my stereo, which was, a CD player, tape deck, and radio, and, I had, 2 mirrors in my room, and, I did what a 12-year-old girl do, dance around my room, sing, play with my hair, and, color my nails, and create, an emotional, and, even, an imaginary story of songs that I would hear, so.
So the second part of it is, has it come true?
Well, no, what has come true that is the same as that energy I was just talking about is my creative energy is still the same as it was when I was 12, but I've just focused it in other areas of my life right now.
Such as?
Such as my work in our business. I do all the creative stuff, and that's kind of it, right now. And
how did it come true?
How did it come true?
Yeah.
Well, with you.
What do you mean by that?
When we, the story, we got together.
Well, they don't know the story.
That was an interview. Okay, yeah. I guess when Jeff and I got together as twin flames, one of the initial things we began working on was our life vision and our life mission and purpose. And as we started hashing that out, it was very clear how my creative abilities, I majored in graphic design, and I also graduated with honors in photography. And so, I brought a lot of that kind of creative applied element into our business, and I was able to, and I am able to fully express that through all the artwork and the websites that we do, and on YouTube, and all that beautiful creative mojo is me. So that's how it's come. That's how it's come true.
So the next question is: do you think what we have, or did you think what we have together was possible with one person before you met me?
No. These are good questions. I thought I had to be polygamous in order to have all my needs met, and I tried it one summer. I think I was seeing 3 men all at once, like casually, and I thought, yeah, this is okay, but I'm still not like completely fulfilled, and you know, I kind of presented some problems where, you know, one person wanted to like be monogamous only, and I'm like, well, I mean, you're cool, but like not cool enough to just like toss away all the other guys. So no, but when I met Jeff, my twin flame, everything that I needed to be completely fulfilled and happy in a partnership, I received perfectly, and of course, there is not a thought in my mind about ever being with anyone else, because it would just be completely subpar and create issues. Like, not even just with us. I mean, obviously it would, but just, I just wouldn't care to. It's why I got my gold.
So is there anything in your heart not satisfied by our union?
Anything in my heart not satisfied? Yeah, making music together.
Well, yeah, okay.
It's true, because like there's been many moments in our union where like we used to have a ukulele and a piano and drums and stuff, and like and we did a lot of toning together, like harmonic toning and healing, harmonic healing with our voices, but it just never quite came together in the way that felt really good to me. And like we did a singing bowls together too, which we haven't yet released yet. As an MP3 to the public, but I think we're planning on doing that. It was actually
at the right time.
It's really beautiful, but yeah, I just felt like we haven't quite, even in those moments, we haven't quite synced up musically. But I can feel something really, really pertinent is there, like really like juicy and like, oh my god, like we hit that musical sexy spot,
yeah,
where you could just live in there forever. And
yeah,
so there are like little moments where we've hit that, and I'm like, oh, it's like an orgasm, like let's stay here, like do this, and I'm like trying to communicate to you telepathically, like do this, you know, or whatever, but but we haven't quite gotten to the place in our lives yet where we can just fully express ourselves musically. We're still building a foundation so that we can just like go off for months and like just do music.
Right on.
Yeah.
So the next question is, how can you know for sure we're twin flames? Is it possible we're just a really good match?
Okay, yeah, it's a really good question, very relevant. I know we're twin flames because I say so.
Because you say so?
I'm just joking, because that's what like a lot of people will do. Anyway, no. Of course not. Come on, fucking comic relief. No, I know that we're twin flames because of how I completely feel inside, and I know that my feelings are not wrong because my guidance is always connected to my creator, to my God. And because I'm a clear channel, for years prior to Jeff, I'd been working on clearing my channeling abilities and realizing that it's unnatural not to communicate and have a relationship with one's own creator. When I got to that place where I cleared that block of separation from my God, then I was able to really open up as a channel. And, you know, like, I'll sit down, like, every day, you know, I come down into my office, I have my coffee, and I'm talking to God. I mean, Neil Donald Walsh is not the only one that talks to God, and even though he wrote a book about it, maybe I will. No, I won't, but I'll do other things with God. But yeah, so that's partly how I know is because I just ask God. And I mentioned in other videos how a couple days after we physically met, I had a very powerful vision of Jeff and I merging together as one. And I asked God, I'm like, is it true? Is he my twin flame? And it's not just so much that, ooh, I had a vision, but like everything inside of my being clicked. Like everything clicked like a fucking puzzle piece when we physically met in person. And I just knew, I'm like, I mean, before I had a lot of prior relationships. I'm very experienced in like relationships with men. But this was like 5D with him. This was like on another level, on another plane. It's hard to express in words, because the words that I have to use right now can't even completely clearly communicate how it is I know in my heart that he's my twin flame, because it's not just a personal experience, but it's a revelation. And any time that you have a revelation, you can never express it in words.
It's ineffable.
Yeah, if you read A Course in Miracles, it's put in really amazing words. When it comes to revelations, there's no put in words to it. It's a feeling. It's an experience that is not able to be translated into words. So
is it possible that we're just really good matches? That you just dated a lot of guys and you finally found one that's a really good match?
No.
Why not?
No. Why not? Because of how I know who I am and how I know who you are, and how I cleared the blocks of separation, the thoughts of separation inside of myself, to be able to see Jeff clearly, see you clearly, and to be able to see myself clearly, and to be able to see our twin flame union, the energy surrounding it, clearly. We are a good match because we're twin flames. Like, it's not possible for me to be a good match with anyone on this planet. And I actually I had a couple psychic friends tell me that, how they're like, because they'd see me like go in and out of like relationships and stuff, and they're just like, you're just not a good person to be matched with. You know, I had girlfriends that tried to like set me up on dates who they thought would be really good and compatible with me, but they they saw, and it was really true, I'm not good, I'm not matched well with anybody. There are some people that I guess are a lot more like easygoing and can be like easily matched with other people, but I vibrate at such a high frequency that it's impossible for anyone to be a good match for me except for Jeff.
Okay. So my next question. Could you see yourself with any other man but me? How would that look or feel for you if you had to be with someone else?
No way. I can't. I made that decision between the few months between ending my false twin flame union and meeting Jeff. I knew I couldn't be with anyone but my twin flame, and I wasn't going to bother settling for anyone else. And I'd still be open, I'd go on dates, see who it is, but no.
So what would it look or feel like for you if you had to be with someone else?
I wouldn't, because I'd be betraying myself. I'd be bargaining. It would just be me and my dog and my crap load of cats. That's who I would live with, and I'd manifest a child somehow.
Do you feel supported by our union?
Completely. Yeah, these are good questions. Damn, I feel like my interview isn't as good.
Well, it's just a different level, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I feel completely supported in our union, and I know that we're always deepening our level of support in the union. You know, and we're still, I guess we're still considered newlyweds. We haven't been married a full year yet. So we're learning, since I felt this shift the day we got married. It was like, I could really relax, because I'm like, here's the contract. You mine, you ain't going anywhere. No. But yeah, I felt like I could really relax, and I felt that I could really invest so much more of my deep loving energy that before I was kind of holding back a bit and be like, this energy is reserved for husband. This energy is reserved for boyfriend. Boyfriend gets this, husband gets like this. Okay. So, yeah.
How do you feel about me as a person?
Oh, I feel really wonderful about you as a person. I think you're just amazing. This is about me complimenting you this whole interview. The frig, this is so vain.
This isn't vain.
I know.
This is revealing our union to people.
Okay.
That's how I felt that your interview with me was.
Like, this interview's gonna end with me bawling my eyes out. Like.
No. It's like easy. It's like easy.
Yeah, I feel really good about you as a person. I think you're wonderful, brilliant, and positive, and loving, and kind, and supportive, and funny, and you know, really nurturing, and you know, I'll like, you're like my perfect candy. Yeah, I just keep munching on you forever. You're sweet.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay. So, do we fit well together? Please explain.
Do we fit well? Yes. But I think I kind of answered that earlier because we're twin flames. You know, we naturally fit well together. Like, all the skills and experiences and ideas and my energy perfectly complements yours and vice versa, and it's really like a perfect like yin and yang. Like, there's no conflict in our union, there's no opposition in our union, that doesn't exist, and we're just perfectly matched.
Cool.
Yeah.
Could there be another man for you, or could there be another woman for me?
Well, I kind of answered that already. I said no. No, there's not. I mean, there's our other twin flame. We talked about that in our video, multiple twin flames, but she's not designed to be our lover, either of our lovers. So, I mean, I don't know. You're asking about a lover, I'm assuming.
Yeah, a romantic partner.
Well, no, there's no one else for you. You could try.
Well, what about for you?
No, not for me either. I said for her. No, there's no one else for me. There's no one else for you. We're good. Okay.
So, what do you think will happen to our relationship in 5, 10, and 50 years?
Jesus. I just think it's going to keep deepening in love and feeling really, really good. And I know that we'll never hit our peak and we'll never plateau, because that's not how twin flames are designed. We just keep going and going and going. What's
the coolest thing we've manifested together?
I want to say like this house that we live in. Because we officially graduated out of having to live with roommates, you know, in order to like save money and like get ahead.
So our home is really what you're saying.
It's our home. Yeah, we were able to like finally come to a place where we could afford our own home without a roommate, which is really important, not just as twin flames, because that can be really difficult for a person who's not in union to like live with a twin set. But because, like, we're married, you know?
Yeah.
So.
What's the best part of our union for you?
What's the best part of our union? Oh, man, there's just so much. I think it's just how you love me. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's the best part. Because he loves me perfectly. And he loves me perfectly well, and in all the right moments, at all the right times, and... yeah, it's just, I've never been with anyone that loves me so perfectly.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of our life purpose together?
Favorite part of my life purpose together? I think it's that creative energy that we hop on and grow. Yeah. I get so juiced from it, and I know that you get really juiced from it.
Yeah.
And it feels really good to create a life of creativity with you, because I feel like that's where we're also one with God together, and so it's really beautiful to feel like two really important relationships for me to come together as one.
So what do you desire most for our union right now?
Do I desire most from our union right now?
For our union.
Oh, for our union?
Yeah.
Just expansion, continued expansion. Because I know that that's really happy for us and really healthy for us, and that's something that we as individual souls and together really need.
Yeah.
And desire is a lot of expansion. Be like a big playground, you know? Yeah.
Okay, so what's the most important thing you think people should know about twin flames?
Huh. Okay. That your twin flame is not going to complete you. That you have to be complete and whole unto yourself in order to match the vibration of your union, to be in harmony. You have to be complete and whole in and of yourself, which innately we already are. We're, as God's perfect children, we are created complete. But it's this belief of I'm incomplete until I meet my twin flame. That energy is actually a repulsive energy that does not attract your divine lover to you. So that was something that I had to figure out with my false twin flame, where when I healed it, I was like, you know, I freaking love myself. I'm awesome. I can hang out with myself like all day long and like feel really good doing so. Mm-hmm. And it'd be really nice if I had someone to like share my life with, but if not, that's fine. I'm like totally cool. I'm cool on my own. So having your twin flame really it enhances the enjoyment that you can receive in your life, but by all means they don't completely complete you, because they are not another half of you. You're not like two halves of one whole. This is a twin flame myth. So you're each your own unique beings.
What's one interesting thing you feel people don't know about you?
Oh gosh. Let me just think about this. That they don't know? I don't know. I mean, do you know?
This is your interview. This question about for you.
I mean, I'm just kind of private, so like I don't, I just live my little life. What's the question again? Like what?
What's one interesting thing you feel people don't know about you?
I'm so awful at these questions. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. Like, that's why I was saying, like, do you know? Because like,
we can skip this question.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry. I know that's probably a really juicy question that like people want to hear, but like I'm always like, when those questions come up, I'm like, I don't know, like. Okay, well, here's one. I used to take belly dancing.
All right.
I don't know. Like, what do you want to know? Like.
Cool. That's fine. We can go to the next question.
Okay. Good.
Do you feel just anyone can be with their twin flame?
Do I think just anyone can be with their twin flame? That's like it's a loaded question. The answer is like yes and no. I mean, yes in the sense that everyone is designed with a twin flame, and so naturally you're meant to be with your twin flame. No, in the sense that if you have a lot of thoughts that are out of alignment with your union because they're thoughts based on separation, then it's kind of hard to get into your union.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So, question 18. What does it require for someone to be in their twin flame union?
What does it require? Freaking faith and trust in yourself, in your twin flame's higher self, and in the divine. Because that's the energy that's going to propel you into your dreams and desires.
Is it worth doing what is required to be in union?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've mentioned before how not being in your union is it's hard. It can be suffering. You know, it can be really hard. But when you relieve yourself of those thoughts of separation, I mean, I couldn't imagine, like, for me, because I had to do that. I can't imagine living a life without Jeff. Like, I can't imagine that. Like, that's not even a thought. That cannot be a reality in my life.
Yeah.
I would just, what would be the point of living? What would be the point of what would be the point of all this shit I'm creating? What would be the point if it's not with you?
Yeah, I feel the same.
Yeah.
So, the last question. Is there anything after getting into union, or does the journey end there? Is there anything after getting into union, or does the journey end there?
Baby, it's just beginning. I mean, half the joy and half the journey, half the fun is getting back into your union, right? And then after that, it's, well, what do you choose to create together?
So that's the question we pose to you. What do you choose to create together once you get into your harmonious twin flame union? And this interview was in part an opportunity for you to see more deeply into our union, more deeply into Shaleia, and consequently more deeply into me as well.
Yeah.
In an off-the-cuff, you know, sort of real way where we can't really fake any of this. You can just see what's going on and see, you know, if this is for you. And if it is for you, we offer lots and lots of resources to get you into your union. And then once you're in union with your twin flame, these resources will also help bring you deeper into that eternal depth of love that you can always go deeper into, expand more into, create more with. And that's what we have, and that's what we're showing you how to have for yourself. So check out the box below for links to our website, our courses, our book, other, you know, resources we offer. So thank you, Shaleia, for opening up and being willing to do this interview with us.
Sounds good. Thank you, Jeff, for doing the interview. You did a wonderful job.
Thank you. And thank you all for joining us. We look forward to seeing you in more videos. Please like, share, and subscribe.